Hey, y'all. Hey, how y'all doing? Happy Friday, y'all. I want to give a shout out to all my workers. I want to give a shout out to everybody in the United States, Canada, UK, wherever you're from, but these those are my three places that watches my channel. Hey, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to the channel, old folks. Let's do this time. Yeah. What's up, grown folks? What's up, grown folks? Y'all, these are my big. These are my opinions and not necessarily fact. We're gonna give y'all a little scoop. We're gonna find out what's going on. Ridiculous. Y'all, what we gonna do today? We're gonna talk, we're gonna talk, we're gonna talk, we're gonna talk it, we're gonna walk it out, we're gonna talk it out. And we're just gonna enjoy ourselves. We're gonna sit back and we're gonna chill. Y'all, I'm on these some mind theories, and I'm trying to figure things out. Y'all know how I am. I'm always trying to figure something out. Yes, I am. I'm always trying to figure something out. I definitely want to give a shout out to all my other age, older people in the UK, Canada, United States, wherever you're from. But those are the three places that watches this channel. And guess what? That's all right. AARP. It's okay. It's all right. Yeah, I wanna thank y'all for watching the channel and everything. I really want to get in this scoop with what happened in the hotel. And because that bothered me 8 years ago, you know, now I got the challenge not working, now I'm retired. Ain't nothing to be ashamed of, y'all. If you retired and you doing good and you still working, you happy, that's you. That's you and you and on me. And everybody is titled to their thinking. Okay? We all are different. We all gonna think that I like people who I like different thinking. You know what? Different thinking make me think. You know what I mean? But you know, if you sit back and all the people older, oh come on, older people, there ain't nothing wrong being older because we are older, but we supposed to be wiser. Then let's stay wiser, okay? Let's think. Let's think. You know, we would have never thought no child walked in no freezer. Now we would have thought that they walked in the freezer, but they walked back out the freezer, right? That's the way we look at stuff. Come on. That's the way I look at stuff. That Kenneka walked in that freezer. Was the door open when she walked? I have so many questions, y'all. I have so many questions, but I can't get nobody to answer the question. Now I ain't talking about y'all YouTube because y'all don't know that y'all unless y'all did it. But I'm talking about the hotel, what the camera caught. If it wasn't no camera in there, how she get latched inside that freezer? Now, y'all, that's where I'm stuck at. I'm stuck. Okay. Now look, it all started from here. From the 9/26. 9/26. Now, It's so much the kids said that you can't believe what the young people said because they was intoxicated and they, were feeling good off of other substances. So it's so hard to believe their story. You know what I mean? When I say the kids, uh her friends, it's so hard to understand their story. It's because they are young. I mean, they were feeling good that night, y'all. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. They were feeling good that night. So it's kind of hard for me. It's kind of difficult for me to believe their story because they was on it. You know what I mean? They were groovy. They were groovy. They was feeling good and stuff like that. So I can understand that. You know what I mean? And then you got to remember you had underage kids, and then you had grown kids, lip shaking and all that kind of stuff. I just can't see even how they function like that. But some people can, some people can't. Everybody different, y'all. Everybody different. Now, the way Kenneka was described was she was kind of sort of drunk. I could understand what Maggie said because I don't being kind of sort of. So I believe her. I understand what she's saying, kind of sort of. I know she didn't make sense. I know what she said, what Maggie said didn't make sense, but I can understand what Maggie said, that she was kind of sort of. But I can understand it, kind of sort of feeling good. Now, also, then you had the other young lady, Monifa. She just drinks a lot. That's her thing. That's her thing. That's her thing. Ain't nothing y'all can do about it. That's what she does. She feel good like that. She do her thing like that. So she drinks a lot. So it's kind of difficult to understand her. It's difficult for me to believe what she's saying because she was feeling good. Y'all got to understand. At least she was honest. She said she was feeling good. She had been drinking and doing all that, and I could tell because she was acting goofy. So I can understand that. So, but if I had to investigate her, it was going to be kind of difficult for me to believe what she says because she been drinking a lot. Now, Maya, I can't go with Maya a little bit, understanding her. Irene kind of throw me off. I can't really believe what Irene said because Irene was in a different state of mind too. So I can't, and she was under some different kind of substances where it could have enhanced her thinking. I can't believe I can't, not that I can't believe, but I can't really go by her. So I can understand as like thinking like a police officer, I can understand it's going to be difficult for them to try to write this report out because you're dealing with underage and right, the average age young people that was drinking and smoking at a hotel, in which what they do. That's what they do. They having fun. Okay. So I can see the girls rushing Kenneka up out of that room for a reason. But not think, and I can see them not thinking about I'm thrown out about only thing I'm thrown out is about why both of them go. I'm not making a big deal out of it, but I'm just saying that both of them had to go in the room to get her keys and her cell phone, and make me think that they was getting her out of harm's way. To me, they was getting her out of harm's way from whatever going on in the room. Okay. But that wasn't the safest way. But it's it's okay because it wasn't the safest way. But to go in there to deal with the party people. Oh Lord, now we got to go in here and try to get the phone, and oh, we got to go through this. Yeah, I can see that. But then I can also see, I can understand y'all putting pressure on them. Why didn't one guy? Ain't nobody thinking when they drinking, y'all. Ain't nobody thinking when they intoxicated or when they on other kind of substances. So I don't too much blame. I'm not putting the blame on the kids about their the way they motion, the way they move, and in the case. So I can understand them not thinking that something would happen to her sitting right there. So they thought they was doing something safe by sending her right there. I know y'all say, why? But they didn't take both of them to go in there. But y'all are thinking because y'all not drinking. Y'all are thinking because y'all not smoking. Y'all not in their disposition. Y'all not in their place. So I can understand young people like that. You know what I mean? 'Cause and then they think, and when you some people tolerance are high when it take more for them, and some people it don't take that much. So sometimes substances, especially alcohol, can go with your size. Okay, like I'm big. I'm talking about me. I'm thick, so it's gonna take a lot for me. It's gonna take more for me to feel good, unless I'm drinking on an empty stomach. See, unless I'm drinking on an empty stomach, it'll go straight up like that. But since I don't smoke, that's it's gonna take me the way they were drinking. To me, they was drinking like sociable drinking, and it all depends on too was they drinking out the same bottle. See, but when I was 19, I had my own bottle. But see, that was me. That was me. I didn't trust people, so I didn't never. I was once upon a time 19 years old as well, going out and stuff, going to party. But I always been a smarty, responsible 19-year-old. Brought my own drinks. Okay, so that's okay. It's okay. Everybody, not me. Okay, that's just the way I was taught. Okay, now I got a problem with this. That's why I was saying with the story that the girls, I ain't talking about the story that the sloops are saying on YouTube. I'm talking about the story that the girls are saying. Because when was the point? I need them to take me to a lot of questions. When was the point that Kenneka left 926 on the outside of the floor? When did she go to the 11th floor? What time did she go to the 11th floor? I need a time when she went. I know she went to the 11th floor. A lady said she told Mr. Richard she saw her. Okay. So how was she at that time when she went up there? What time did she go up there? And who party was that when she went up there? And did she drink when she was up there? See, that's the thing y'all got to catch on to. That was two different parties. So was she drinking at the other party? What was she doing at the other party that she wasn't doing in 926? See, so I got a lot. I'm just going through my rope now. So I wonder what happened up there on the 11th floor. I'm curious about, did she drink? Did she use any other substances? What happened? What was the purpose of going upstairs to the other party? How was she at that time? Now at 926, what time did she y'all send her out? Timing is very important for me in Kenneka Jenkins' case. What time did this occur when she set her in the hallway and go in there to get the keys and the phone? What time was that? If y'all were using Kenneka phone, and what time was this? Because how is she went from walking y'all going upstairs to the 11th floor and now she through it down there on 926. So when she came back down from that, what happened up there? What happened? What happened at them two parties? So she went to two different parties. So how that's what they're not telling us, y'all. They're not telling us. It's just y'all making up your own times. But I need to know from that hotel. That's why it's important for me to see their camera. Not their camera, not y'all camera, their camera. So I want to know what time she went upstairs to the 11th floor. What time she leave the 11th floor? What did she do it on the 11th floor? Then she came downstairs. Did she go up there? When she went up there to get signal, how long was she up there to get signal? That's not good. Why she had to go to the 11th floor to get signal? So her phone with her phone. I know the phone was acting funny with the signal in the room, but you had other people's phone that you could have used. You know, with the antenna, with the Wi-Fi and everything. These other people's phone. And then, by the way, while y'all using the phone and y'all had the radio, one of the girls were carrying the radio when they came in there. Why y'all didn't just use the radio? Y'all want to use y'all took. So what I'm trying to see, when did Kenneka start feeling funny? When she came from the 11th floor and came back down to the 926? What happened in 926 and what happened on the 11th floor? Who had the crunkest party? That's what I'm saying. Okay, she's attractive. Boys gonna try to talk to her. So what? So boys meeting her, it's okay with me. All of y'all supposed to know each other. Y'all from the hood. So all right. So when did she call her sister? See, all of this ain't sounding right. When did she call her sister? Where is Bree? See, we all over the place. They all over the place in this case. And that's throwing me off because you got my car keys. I wasn't planning on staying this long, so I should have kept my own keys. But for me to give you my keys, I had to think on a different level, like I'm about to have me a good time. So as I'm used to feeling like this, as I'm used to feeling this way, having fun. She young. She want to have fun. Okay, so those are questions that I have about those different floors. You know, because she didn't have to go to the 11th floor, but y'all took her to the 11th floor. Okay, and then when did she come down? And when did she start feeling different? And then I remember, I would never forget that Irene's sister said she was laying on me. She was laying on me. Why? Look, okay, I can understand Kenneka being sleepy, but if Kenneka laying right there on her, what? Why? Okay, if Kenneka laying on Irene's sister, she laying on Irene's sister. Cause Irene's sister told y'all she was laying on me. She was laying on me. And then and the other boy, I don't want to know their name. Y'all know people's name. I don't really like putting people's names out there. But one of the guys said that before she laid down. Let me go back up a little bit. Said she said, hey, she would hug him, said, oh, so you acting funny. She told the boy, said, so you acting funny. Because he saw how she was acting. So Kenneka saw a different in her, in that boy who was sitting on the sofa, when Zach interviewed him. I don't know his name. But she said, he said, yeah, she hugged me. But she also said, yeah, you were acting funny. So why wasn't you yourself? So she liked to fell over there on the dress a little bit. She kind of like fell a little bit. I could see the level of what intent coming down on her. Whatever she had is coming down on her. And it did came down on her because she laid on the bed. So when she laid on the bed, it's a reason why Monifa wasn't feeling comfortable with her laying with them people on the bed. But then too, Monifa was under the influence. So she wanted to get her off of that bed. Now, did somebody tell Monique for get in her ear and tell her, man, get Kenneka up out the bed, get her off around the folk, get out off of them. Uh, something told her to get her up off that bed. And then you had what her name? Maya sitting over there on the other bed acting like she all into her phone. She out of her phone. But she could have been, they be feeling good. They do go in their phone. They like being their phone when they feeling good. So when when Monifa, I'm not mad at Monifa because I don't know what did Monifa think. I'm not mad at Monifa. I just wonder what did she think to make her wake her friend up off that bed. Because a lot of people were sitting on their bed. And I seen a boy got up out the floor too, but y'all didn't pay him no attention, but I paid him some attention. He was on that floor too. So I wonder who's on the floor with him. So anywho, y'all didn't see it, so y'all didn't see it. So he was laying on the bed. She was lying on the bed. Her friend, who not supposed to be at the party, had more fun than she did. I'm still trying to I'm trying to get cahoot to that. Okay, you got no your car not there. Your car may be outside, I don't know, but Bree not there with your car with the keys. What keys? That's why I can tell they was intoxicated because where were they gonna get the keys from if Bree not in the room? Where we gonna get the keys from? How y'all were gonna get the keys? I can see the phone, but how y'all were gonna get the keys? How y'all gonna go anywhere without the keys? That's where I'm lost at. So, but I can understand them thinking like they thinking because they've been drinking and smoking. So I can understand that and a lot of other stuff. So they thought it was good. They thought their mind told them that sit her out there in the hallway on the floor. That's what they said. They sit her on the floor. Okay. I just have to go with what they saying. How the story changed. You know what I mean? The story changed from what the kids were saying, not nobody else but the kids. So when they came out the room, Kenneka was gone. First, Maya said she had her head down in between her leg. Like, she said, what's wrong? She was asking, what's wrong? And Kenneka was feeling different. She's feeling different. I can understand she feeling different. Because I don't know her level of drinking. I don't know what she had. And they were doing a lot of stuff at the beginning. So I don't know why she feeling so down like she felt like she feeling. Maybe it was coming down on her. So when they went in, they came out. She was gone. I can understand that because I do that. I disappear. But the elevator is right there, y'all. Maybe she decided to get up out the floor and go get some air. I don't know what was she thinking because she was under the influence. So when she got on that elevator, at first, that's why I don't want to go with what the sleuths were saying, because the sleuths said at first that some boy was out there in the hallway gambling. They was out there in the hallway gambling at first. They was right there where the elevators are. Okay. So I don't know if they paid her some attention or what, or did they know who she was or what. But I can't blame the guys because I'm used to guys gambling like that. So they used to be into their money. They not used to being into no girls or nothing like that. So welcome to the chat, baby. So let me go on. So if she got up I can see her getting up out the floor. I can see her getting on the elevator. But my thing, when she got on the elevator, I don't know her level of whatever she had. I don't know what her head was. Was she Can she see good? Was her blurry? Was her voice slur? If Monifa and what her name? If Monifa and Maya can tell me where she's speaking slur, uh, did she seem like she want to lay back down? It will tell me a lot about Kenneka standing her level of walking. Her walking is bothering me. What scared me about her is when she got up out that float, where was her head? Did she have a level head? I got to find out a lot about her head, how she was feeling. Cause she young. I was 19 too. And so she got on the elevator. When she got on that elevator, this is the weirdest thing because it was two stories that the girl said. When she got up out that floor, they were acting like Kenneka was gone. But how is Kenneka is going to be gone if y'all took her downstairs in the lobby? So y'all, I'm just going by what the girl said. I'm just going by. That's why I say they story by them being drinking and feeling good. I can't, cause sometimes you ain't even got to smoke, but you around the smoke, you can still get high like that. You can still get high. I don't experienced that before, but I'm saying I'm thrown out, and I'm not mad at the girls now. Don't get me wrong. I'm not angry with them. I'm just saying, how is she gonna be from sitting on the floor? Y'all go in the room, get her keys, and she disappear. Okay. So, and then I was like, now y'all saying y'all took her to the lobby. So I'm kind of confused. And I know if I'm confused, the police officer confused. How is she gonna do y'all even remember what y'all did to Kenneka? Just say you don't remember or you don't recall. Just say you don't recall. That's recalled in court. I mean, did y'all take her? Did y'all take her down there? They say that they took her down there to the lobby. So how is she going to be gone when they come out the room? So they had two different stories. They said when they came out the room, she was gone. And one story was they took her to the lobby. So I don't even think they know what they did to Kenneka, y'all. So if they took her to the lobby, we're going to go with if they took her to the lobby, and then we're going to look at it if they didn't take her to the lobby. Okay, so if they took her to the lobby, let's go with they didn't take her to the lobby. When they came out the room, she was gone. I could see her getting up, trying to get on the elevator, pushing buttons. I don't even understand how she got up like that, how she got on the elevator, how she know what is the hit. Where's her mind at? Where is that's what threw me out. I don't know. Is she intoxicated? Can't she see? Is she blurry? She couldn't press. No, I don't understand. I don't know about her. She could have the way she was walking, but I don't know. So I'm gonna say that she got on the elevator. I'm not gonna say that she got on the elevator by herself. I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna say that she got on the elevator with someone. That's what I'm gonna say. So I'm not gonna. I can't even look at her on the elevator by herself from the ninth floor from 926 because it could have took her up. It could have took her down if she was on there by herself, and she could have got off at the wrong floor if she was on there by herself. Okay, so now I'm looking at. They took her to the lobby. Okay, they took her. That's what they want us to think of. That's what happened. That they took her to the lobby. Okay, when y'all took her to the lobby, where did y'all put her? Because I know y'all didn't let that baby sit on the floor. when they got all them sofas over there. They got all those chairs. So did y'all lay her down on the sofa? Or y'all let's set her by the desk? What did y'all do with Kenneka? So if y'all took her downstairs, talk to us and tell us, did you sit her in a chair? Because there's a lot of sofas, there's a lot of chairs down there. They could have set her in the chair. There's no excuse for not letting her lay down on the sofa or in the chair. I'd rather for y'all to do that instead of putting her on the floor, or either say, hey, Kenneka, just stand here until we come back. We got to go back upstairs to get the keys and the phone. Now look, y'all, let's talk about that. If they took her in the lobby, what did y'all do to her? Did y'all sit her down on the sofa? Where did y'all sit her at? Huh? Because if she was in the condition she was in, she can't walk all like that, y'all. She can't walk like that. She can walk, but she can't move around like that. So if they why did they take her downstairs in the lobby and then go back upstairs to get her keys and her phone? Because they went in the room to get the keys and the phone. You get me? Did y'all go back upstairs to party to get her out of the room? Because y'all went in, y'all said y'all went in the room to get the keys in the phone. Well, what's the keys in the phone when y'all went in there? I'm still not blaming them, y'all. I'm just trying to make they I can understand what the police is going through because it ain't making sense. So, because y'all went in there first to get the keys in the phone, and when y'all get in there, did y'all bring it back out the room? If y'all the one that took her to the lobby, they got to be honest. It's something missing in this case. It's something missing in this case. Did those girls take that girl? Where's the camera? Did the girls take them down there? We should see that on the camera. That is missing on the camera. That the girl who took her in the lobby. Why is that not on the camera? Or did they show it to us? Because they didn't have to show it to us. Did they show it to the mama? Her getting out in the lobby? Because that's what Andrew Holmes said. Why is Andrew Holmes got seen all the videos? Andrew Holmes said that he seen her in the lobby, and the mama said she saw her in the lobby. So they did have to take her in the lobby. But my thing is, I could understand them being scared. They young to go back up there by themselves. I think they thought they would feel safe with Kenneka being around the security. I can understand that. They didn't think nothing like this was gonna happen, y'all. Kenneka really could have got up and walked out that door. Okay, so let's say that the girls did take her to the lobby and went back upstairs. Okay, even if they went back upstairs to go party, by their age and by their fun, and feeling good, they're not thinking that nothing gonna happen to her. Okay, so we can't blame nobody for their own responsibility. We can't blame Monifa, Irene, Maya, Bree. I'm kind of upset with Bree because Bree got my keys and I can't go nowhere. I'm so upset with her. I can't go home because you're not nowhere around. You come late. You come back up there late. Okay. So when they left her in the lobby, two people don't seen in the lobby. Allegedly, I believe I think I heard Miss Teresa. I'm not talking about what the sloop said. I'm talking about Miss Teresa and Andrew Holmes saw her in the lobby. Okay, so I can understand that the girls did good to send her around the security. They felt safe taking her around. They removed her from the environment that she was in to what they thought was safe. The front lobby. They thought that she would be safe right there. So, on the camera, Andrew Holmes, what did the camera say she did next? she got on, he said she got on the elevator. Okay. So a mind, a person, a, what throwing me off is I'm trying to find out what kind of mind Kenneka has, because I'm trying to see what level is she on, because if she got up, what make her get up and walk and get on the elevator, not knowing which way she gonna go? Why didn't she walk up the hallway? Why didn't she go out the door? Why did she go to the elevator? If she was all that wasted, cause if she was wasted, she wouldn't have got on the elevator, y'all. Cause when you under influences, all depends on what you under. You have blurred vision, fatigue, and you're gonna want to lay down. So why is this girl so why is Kenneka is up walking? Telling me that her level is confused. That's what it's telling me, that she confused. Y'all don't left her down there too long. She waited in that lobby too long. Now she want to get back up to that party. But her mind, to me, seemed like it seemed like the way she moving is like, what showed her, what guided her to that elevator? Who did she see get off that elevator, or who did she see get on that elevator? How did she, what make her get on the elevator? It threw me off on her level. What if her level of intense? I don't know what her level was and what make her get what she sitting down, and then she decided to get up and like, oh, they left me in the lobby. I want to go back to the park. If she was intoxicated, whatever she was on, she wouldn't have went down. She would have went up. So what guided her? What did she see? What make her go to the elevator? I'm stuck right there, y'all. I'm stuck right there with her mind setting, her mind thinking of what she was on. What, since they want to say she alcohol intoxicated and all that kind of stuff, she went and walked over there and got on that elevator, y'all. They got to show me in the video, because she got blurred vision, speech, fatigue, and falling. Come on now. Come on, y'all. She can't be moving like that. She can't be moving like that. She young too. So if she knew what she was doing, she would have hit the ninth floor button to go up. So if y'all want to say she on that, if they're gonna say on her toxicology report, Kenneka didn't just walk over there to that elevator. Allegedly, to me, she didn't just get up out that sofa and walk over there like that. Not to me. Not to me. So I'm lost. Andrew home, and they showed the mom and them of the right video. They showed them the video that y'all ain't never seen before. Y'all ain't seen all the videos. When she got over there, I don't want to go by what Andrew Holmes said. If I go by what Andrew Holmes said, then I'm gonna be lost. Okay, if she got up and she walked to, let's say if she did get up and walk to the elevator, why wouldn't it take her up? But it took her down. So, did it take her? Which elevator did she get on? Did she get on a elevator that you don't have to press nothing? It'll just take you downstairs. Did she get on the employees elevator? What elevator did Kenneka get on? And y'all, I know this a lot to take in, but these are my thinkings. These are my thinking. So Did she? That's what I need to know. Did she get on the employee elevator, or did she get on a elevator? Did she get on a the regular elevator? If she got on the employee elevator, was an employee on in the elevator with her? It's a lot I got to say about that elevator. So they didn't show us. So they need to let me know. Did she get in the employees elevator? Did she get on a regular elevator? And if she got on the company, I'm gonna say that the company, the hotel, the visitor elevator, what did it do when it closed the door? Was anybody else in there? And she rolled up with them or rolled down with them? Okay. Was she in the employee elevator? That's gonna take you down. Was anybody on the elevators? Okay. Okay. Now, the video that the hotel showed us is Kenneka getting off the elevator, telling me that it's a elevator that you get on. Manny, hold on, y'all. Manny, go in the house. Excuse me, y'all. Manny echo up sometime. Um, Let me hold on, y'all. Go in the house, Manny. Jesus, she just walking. Okay, so the elevator that Kenneka got on, is she on the elevator that you don't need? You can just get on and it'll just take you down. Did she get on the employee elevator, or did she get on? What elevator did she get in? Get on? Did she get on the right elevator, y'all? Did she get on the? Did she get in the employee? You're not thinking about that when you feeling good. Did she get in the employee? Did she get in the employee elevator? Or did she get in the visitor elevator? Did she get in the elevator that when you get in, it'll just take you down? Who set the elevator up? I mean, it could be anything. It took her where it wanted to take her. So she went down. She went down in the elevator. Okay. We seen her get off the elevator. We saw it on the news. We saw it. We saw what they want us to see. She got off the elevator. Kenneka was still confused. I don't even see how she walking, y'all. I just don't see. When she got off when she stepped out the elevator, it was like she still wasn't there. She was lost. But you got a camera. You know what's so strange about this whole situation is the cameraman, the camera, the cameras. I'm glad Miss Teresa sued the camera company because y'all security saw everything because y'all she on the camera. When she stepped out, when she stepped on the elevator, we should. They're not going to show us everything, y'all. They can't show us everything, so they weren't going to show us her getting on the elevator. So when she got off the step out the elevator, they made sure that we saw her. That we saw that. So when she stepped out the elevator, she didn't know whether to go right. She didn't know the way to go left. Because I got to stick with the toxicology report. If she was in a state of mind that the toxicology report trying to claim, she could have went to the left. What make her go to the right? What make her go to the right? Because me, I didn't really want to look at. I just wanted to look at the hotel video. When she got out, she held her hand. The way she held her hand bothered me. The way she was holding her hand up below her waist, and it was sticking out. It was like to me holding her because she hit the wall. Then she smiled. Not what y'all said, but what I saw. Maybe she wasn't smiling. Maybe that's what I thought she was doing. Cause when she got out of the elevator, she still was whipping and wobbling. I just don't understand that part. I don't. I don't understand how she walking. Why she walking? Okay. So when she got out of the elevator, that's when they cut it off for us. So when she got out the elevator, she made that right. She ain't touch. She not there. She not there. Period. I don't understand this. Now I'm gonna leave it right there on that part because they didn't take us nowhere else. But they took Miss Teresa. They showed the mother and Andrew home the video. So now the camera is on Kenneka. That's my problem. Why aren't they helping her? Okay, even if they're gonna say that the camera not working, y'all saw somebody intoxicated, and I mean to tell, and she looked like she underage, and y'all didn't say, "Are you all right? You need me to call the ambulance?" The ambulance. You didn't say nothing to her when she was in the lobby. Y'all just let a person like that walk around like that. Y'all didn't ask this. Can I help you? Y'all didn't say nothing. So when she got out the elevator, y'all, that's where I'm gonna stop because I don't even understand that part. Okay, now on the news, I'm gonna go from the news. They show us her walking down the hall. She was going down the hall. She still, if she was if she was intoxicated and under something, she was under some kind of influence. Why is she not fatigued? Why is she walking around? How is she walking around, y'all? How is she walking around? Y'all know we'll be somewhere asleep. But she took that nap, remember? She took that nap because Irene's sister said she had no took a nap, she was laying on me. So that nap could have helped her a little bit. But okay. She walked in that bathroom. Kenneka don't walk downstairs to the bathroom. It already telling me that it seemed more like she was a robot. It like she was under somebody. It was like she was under a command or something like that. Cause how in the world she went right in the men's bathroom? She didn't go in the girls. Hey, Evelyn. She didn't go in the girl restroom. She went in the boys' restroom, still telling me that her vision. I still don't understand why she not fatigued. Why is she walking is key. That's one question I asked throughout the whole thing. Why is she walking? How is she walking? Making me think that she went in that bathroom, y'all. I mean, she went in that man's bathroom. They got stalls in there. They got little doors in there. What was she doing? Because Kenneka came out, but Kenneka is still not in her right mind, y'all. Y'all can say she was in her right mind all you want to, but she wasn't in her right mind because she went in the men's restroom, not the women's restroom. She went in the men's restroom. She went in there, and what did she do? She came back out. She went in the door while the door was shut. And what did she do? She used the handle to come back out. All right, freeze. I'm getting to y'all next. She walked in the she pushed the door open to go in the bathroom. She had to grab her handle to open the door. So she was in the mindset and she was in kind of sort of. I'm about to go with Maya now. She was kind of sort of feeling good. She opened that door. She pushed it open. And when she came out, she still went in where she's supposed to be. She still, what the world? I wonder what she was doing in that bathroom. So when she came out, she had sense enough to come out the restroom, y'all. She grabbed the door handle and came out the restroom. Okay. When she came out, she's still confused. She looked one way, then she went the other way. Security camera saw her the whole time. This not even supposed to happen. This not even supposed to happen. Suppose a man had came in that bathroom. Suppose a man was in the restroom. This not even supposed to happen, y'all. The camera caught everything. The camera caught this, y'all. The camera caught this. So when she walked in the kitchen, she pushed that door open. Kenneka wasn't walking fast. She wasn't walking slow. She was moderate. When she opened up that door, she's still walking. I don't see her going side to sideways. This is not intoxication. If she's under influence, but at the intoxication part, y'all know if you intoxicated, you're gonna be Herb is gonna call you. Y'all know we call Earl, not Herb. Earl gonna call you. And that means your stomach. That's what we talking about. Earl gonna be calling you. Earl didn't call Kenneka yet for the intoxication part. I wouldn't say that she was too much intoxicated. I think that it something triggered the intoxication. But the vision is what got to me. The vision, the blur vision, that part. So when she walked in the kitchen, on the camera that they showed us in the news, she walked straight to the bed. When she walked straight to the bed, I don't know which way she went. She just disappeared out the camera. I can't say in the freezer. Was she snatched that way to the left? Because they didn't show us that, y'all. When she got around that curve, we just didn't see Kenneka no more. They can't make me say that she went in the freezer room. And the reason why I say they can't tell me that, I don't know where she disappeared to. I'm stuck right there because she just went out of the camera. Even if the room right there, I can't say she went in there because she disappeared out the camera. So the camera, you know what you were doing. You know what you did. Allegedly, she went into the freezer. I'm going to say allegedly because I didn't see it. I didn't see her walk into the freezer. That's when they blindsided me, when she got around that corner and she disappeared to the left. allegedly she's supposed to be in the freezer. Now, let me tell y'all something. Kenneka opened the door, went in the freezer, but Kenneka would have came back out that door if the lights was on and she would have hit the handle. So did the lights come on when she opened up that door? It's telling me that she walked in there and she couldn't get out. Something told me that she tried to get out. Something told me that she pushed that handle. Something is, I don't know why something is telling me that she pushed that handle because she doing too much. She doing too much. She doing too much. She's going in places and she coming out of places. So happened she went into the bait and she didn't come back out the bait because the freezer was latch. She couldn't get out. Why did you come lock the freezer? Was it, did somebody do their rounds? And I don't think that, allegedly, I don't think that she was frozen solid. I think that she was going to rigor mortis. And he don't know the difference between frozen solid and rigor mortis. I don't think that the officer know when he found her. He had to take that latch out. How did whoever security or whoever found her didn't think that the parent was going to come, allegedly was going to come back for their daughter. They didn't think it was you. This probably don't happen before until her family came up there. So that's a different state of mind, y'all. Whoever locked that door saw that young lady go in that door. They saw her on the camera. They watched her on the camera. They saw Kenneka. The camera saw her. The camera saw her the whole time. Whether the argument is not about her walking the hall. The argument is about she went in the freezer and she didn't come back out the freezer because the freezer was latched. Who latched that girl in the freezer and why they not arrested? But y'all want to call, they want to call it accidental death. That's allegedly a cover up. So my focus on Kenneka Jenkins case wasn't all that other yabba dabba do stuff that they was doing with the case. My focus was on she went in and she didn't come out. Now, that's where my focus for this whole case for 8 years. My focus was not on all the other blah blah blah. My focus was on what happened when she turned that left. When she turned left, did somebody pull her? When she walked in there, what make her go to the left instead of the right? Why did she keep straight? So I've been right there for the longest. Now her attorney, this is what one of the employees allegedly locked the door, not knowing that someone was in the freezer. But this just me, can't go with that story. Now, they found her in the freezer, frozen solid. No, I think it was rigor mortis. That's what I'm thinking. I don't think that she would. I think he used the. I think the officer used the wrong term. I think he used frozen solid to throw y'all off. What if the freezing or not? And Kenneka finally laid down. She lied down and she couldn't take no more. This this where I been with Kenneka Jenkins case for the longest. I didn't want to hear nothing else. I just wanted to know. I wanted to get to the part was, and I played that part for a long time with the news cover with her walking in that kitchen, walking down that hall a bit, walking in the kitchen. I went into nothing else they were saying about Kenneka Jenkins. I was trying to figure it out on my own when she walked in that kitchen. Kenneka was walking. She was walking as if she wasn't intoxicated. But when she got in that freezer, I don't know what happened because the video didn't let us see her, didn't let her take that left turn. And then she opened her door. Did the light come on? Did the light come on in the freezer? I got in the freezer in the cafeteria on my job. I went in there, I asked the cafeteria lady, I said, do the light come on when y'all in here? And she said, yeah, the light will come on. So I said, let me see. I said, but when the door closed, don't let me get locked up in here. She said, you can't get locked in there. Then I said, okay, where the button at? And so I said, okay, they go to button. So I opened up the door. I closed the door. The button was right there. Kenneka couldn't get out the freezer. Kenneka saw the button. Kenneka couldn't get out that freezer. Kenneka, it was a latch on that door. They caught the bait. Only reason why they thought that nobody was allegedly that nobody was gonna, by her being on the hallway by herself, it's more looked like she was a loner because they studied the tape for the while because nobody came looking for her. Nobody came looking for her. The girls who dropped her off, they didn't come looking for her in the lobby. So they figured that ain't nobody gonna wonder if she missing or not. Let's lock this door. They your bait. That's a young bait. A young bait. Y'all. But I don't think it happened the way we think this happened like this. For some reason, I don't. I just don't, y'all. I just don't. I just don't think it was just this simple. But it takes me back to the mother. Her mother said, did nobody do nothing to her? So they made believe that she did walk in the freezer. And the freezer latched. Somebody latched her in the freezer. So I'm gonna go with what the mom said. Not what y'all say. I'm gonna go with what the mother said. That she was in the freezer. She was latched in the freezer. That's what the attorney said. So guess what? If I'm gonna run with that story, that she walked in that freezer, but it's no video of her walking in that freezer, y'all. And they knew what they were doing when they did it. But she was found in that freezer. It would latch. Where's that person? Why that person ain't locked up? Why ain't nobody arrested if they was watching? Miss, the mother, I wish I would know my sister. She would have had more help than what she had with this case. This is not easy for a mother to me, for a mother to be doing this by herself. No. That's just like calling telling me that my dad, you didn't tell me that my dad passed, but you said come to the hospital. And y'all on a state of mind, a state of being, well being, I ain't in the right place. I'm not even thinking about what you said. I'm on a medication right now. So I'm stuck with she was found in the freezer. She was latched in the freezer. She couldn't get out the freezer because the freezer would latch. Now, going in and coming out, if the light on, I believe Kenneka would have hit the button because she went in that bathroom, but she still went in her right state of being. She went in the wrong men's bathroom. She went in the men's bathroom. But the freezer, it's no camera showing us. I don't understand why the freezer locked. If y'all don't use the freezer, why is it locked? It got that door has to stay open. The door's supposed to stay open. It's not a camera over the freezer. Over the freezer. Now, the mom know whether or not she saw a camera, y'all. She know what did she get it confused with the motion light? Or did she see a motion light or did she see a camera? I think she would know a camera when she see one because she worked in a cafeteria. I really do. No, I know she probably know the difference. Them people knew that the mama was smart enough to was telling the truth. Them people, that's why them people, we're gonna get her what she want and want her to hush. Cause she know what happened, what she knows about what happened to her daughter. She was telling the truth. Now the questioning that y'all have, give y'all a little scoop, is why didn't she tell? See, first of all, Miss Teresa not even shouldn't she wasn't even finished suing. See, it's a lot of more people could have got sued in this situation. But what she did was went over the camper folks and manipulated her, promising her things. But if she had a good team, this could have worked out just fine with her. She ain't got nobody. She ain't have nobody working with her. She ain't have her own team. She needed her team. They didn't have her back like They supposed to have her back. Now, my y'all, and this what surprised me. When Kenneka was in the when they pulled Kenneka out on that stretcher, they wasn't supposed to take out no clothes. They supposed to have took her to the hospital and let the family come to the hospital. Yeah, but they didn't do that. They didn't do that. They weren't even supposed to let her see her daughter in the kitchen like that, y'all. They supposed to let her come to the hospital. Put that girl, they supposed to have put Kenneka in the ambulance and took her to the hospital. The default had so much going on for themselves. This ain't nothing new, y'all. This ain't nothing new. This is what they do. If you can read if you can read between lines, this is where they practice it. This is where they teach. This is where things go on at. This is what they have. They have their own stuff going on. They want Miss Teresa not supposed to see her daughter like that in the kitchen. There's so much wrong in this. Her clothes supposed to been on her like it was on my dad. When my dad went in the house, he was already deceased, and they let us see him like he was. And y'all, their body is not the same when a person passed away. Okay, you see the eyes are big, their body's swollen. Okay, they're not the same. And I noticed that a lot of y'all not educated on that part. It's not gonna look the same. Kenneka not gonna look like Kenneka. Anything could have scared Miss Teresa and them inside that room with it probably a whole lot of mess they seen. They ain't no man should have been, but somebody strong should have been with her. She shouldn't have been like that. It shouldn't have been like that. The camera company, security company should have been fired. They should have got rid of that security company. See, I would have if I would get a settlement, I was gonna ask for a lot of stuff. See, it's the different between me. Y'all got to remember Miss Teresa was young. Miss Teresa was young. Hey, baby, thank you for the super chat. I don't even see you in the chat. Thank you. Miss Teresa was young, y'all. How you doing, Jackie? Miss Teresa was young. She went for 40 something. She the same age. She was the same age my daughter. I know. I didn't see you. I didn't see you. But yeah, Mr. Y'all gotta remember now, Miss Teresa was young. She was in her early 40s. She need me there. She had her mama, but her mama might not talk like I do. Her mama probably can't use the same language that I use on them. It wouldn't have happened this way. Yeah, I wasn't into these people was racing at the time, the sleuths, YouTubers, creators. We're trying to be the first, trying to be the second, trying to be in a race to figure out what happened to Kenneka till they miss a lot of points. But I was still where I was. I wasn't worried about who she was with and all the game members and all that stuff. I was just wondering, why is I'm looking at a video of her walking through the kitchen, walking in that bathroom. Y'all was looking at the fake stuff. I was looking at the real stuff. If she said it's a toxicology report, want to be as accidental, and here this girl, this young lady is walking under the influence. I don't know what kind of influence with this. It seemed like she was blind, sleepwalking. That's what it looked like. She was sleepwalking. I don't know. Don't know. I don't know. All I got to say, I didn't see her go in the freezer. I did not go see her go in the freezer. I don't even know which door did she go through to get in the freezer. I don't. But all I know, she was frozen solid, and I don't think that she was frozen solid. I think that she was Rico Morgus. Morgus. That's what I think. That's what it was. And a lot of things that we said. That's why I said we can't. If you're gonna look at other YouTube videos, they're gonna show you what they think happened. Because if she was laying on her side, y'all didn't see her face. I know one of her shoes was off. I know the condition she was in. She was kicking and everything, trying to get out of there. But somehow, y'all, I'm gonna go with what Miss Teresa said. Didn't nobody do nothing to her. She could have walked in the freezer, but somebody did latch the door. All the person don't know how to latch that door is the security. Security, security, security. Why is that security company still there? Why are they still there? See, y'all got to be careful with certain stuff because y'all ain't got enough power for certain things that goes on in this country. Y'all ain't got enough power. Y'all ain't got enough power. And y'all went in Miss Teresa's case. Y'all wasn't in that room with her. See, your boy Andrew. I ain't talking about Jedediah. Your boy Andrew Holmes. I ain't gonna say. I ain't gonna say nothing. Cause he was the one who told y'all about the video. See, what the narrative, he put the narrative out there and he changed it. Allegedly. What he did. He put the narrative out there to distract y'all. Then he changed it. He hold press conference. You would think that Mr. Home was the you would think that Mr. Home was the president of the missing and murdered people. He's an activist. Why is he handling a case like this? I ain't never seen nothing like this. He ain't even spoke to Miss Teresa. A lot of time he ain't even speak to Miss Teresa. It's so much going on, y'all. Y'all sitting up here and blaming their mama. It's so much stuff going on. I tell you what, everybody to each his own. But I'm saying it's so much crooked stuff going on. That lady got to pay them. That lady got to pay them doing. She got to pay them attorneys. She ain't got no money to get them men, the other two men. Even though she got rid of the other two men, she got to pay them. And here that man here asking for $1 million. She got to pay him. She ain't got that kind of money. If you ain't never signed a NDA and you're not educated, it's almost like, here, sign this right here. Put your name right here. And sign this right here. See, a lot of time, those investigators and those attorneys can manipulate you to do things that you don't even know that that's what you did after you don't sign it. See, what I learned, y'all, as I got older about signing papers. Them people would stick a paper in your face so quick, even when you're trying to buy a car. They know you so excited about buying a car. You're not going to read all that stuff they got on there. Even if you sign your bond, only thing you want to do, you want to sign a bond to get up out of there. You're not going to read all that stuff. You're just going to put your signature on there. Miss Teresa was stuck in a situation where she don't know what no DNA, no NDA is. She just signed her name. I got to pay y'all. But when she realized what she did, it were other things that they manipulated her on, y'all. Y'all got to be careful when you sign something. I know you want that loan. I know you want that loan to get what you got to get. Y'all better read that stuff. Or you better pretend that you sitting there reading it. You better Google them words. And that's sad when you got an attorney sitting there with you and he with it too. You can't depend on nobody, y'all. These days, you better do your own homework. You better do your own homework. But you know what? God get the last word. He get the last word. He get the last word. That's why I was in the Kenneka Jenkins case. All the other stuff I was listening, I couldn't even listen to a lot of stuff because I was working at the time, like some of y'all. And I wasn't really listening to all that other stuff y'all were talking about because y'all were distracting people. I don't want to hear all that. I just want to get to the pinpoint. I stuck. How in the heck did that girl walk like that? Could she see? Because she was going in the wrong direction and then she was in the wrong state of me. She went in the boys' restroom, not the girls. Then she walked through the kitchen. Y'all, she didn't walk the hallway. How in the hell you think she got in the kitchen? Duh. She came through the hallway. So unless you're saying she came from the parking lot. If she came from the parking lot, then they would have showed us a different direction, her coming in the kitchen. It was so much going on back then, y'all. It was just so much going on back then. I couldn't get And I didn't want to get mixed up with no fake stuff. Now, now you got YouTubers speaking on people who they didn't believe in the first time. Now they believing what the person said that they didn't believe y'all know what? Sometimes y'all were listening to the same creators. They had so many different pages, just like they are now. Y'all listen to the same people with a different theory, changing their voice on y'all. Y'all, well, that's my scoop. That's my scoop. That's my scoop. And I'm gonna be honest with you. The mama still can win, y'all. She ain't gonna get justice, but she still can. She gonna be in it. The thing gonna hurt her now is somebody should have told her not to be talking. Somebody should have told her to handle it differently. Somebody should say, don't do it that way. But you got so many folks out there who be around you. Uh, you got to watch them. You got to watch. Miss Teresa wasn't watching her company that she kept. I really hate that happened to that young girl. She won but 19. I remember when I was 19 going to college in school with a little girl. I never forget this. This baby in a freezer. And y'all look, y'all. And the way she was walking to the freezer, was she trying to get out, y'all? Was she was trying to cool out? Cause you know what? When I got intoxicated for, I needed some air. Cold air will wake me up. So did she know she was walking to the freezer? Did she know the direction? I don't know. Has she ever been in that freezer before? I used to like that to eat ice. I had to eat ice would calm me down too. Eat anything cold air. Well, she could have went outside if she wanted some cold air. But your boy said she was trying to find her way back upstairs. How you know? How you know she was trying to find her way back upstairs? How can you say she was trying to find her way back? She was trying to find her way back upstairs. How you know? How you know? How can you determine, Mr. Holmes? How can you determine that she was trying to find her way back to the hotel or the front library? How do you know? That's where I been, y'all. That's all I got to say. That's why I been in this case. I took my breaks and I said, y'all don't these people pick the YouTubers pick and chose the distraction people that they wanted y'all to listen to. They pick the distraction that they wanted y'all to listen to. I'm gonna say it again. They pick the distraction videos that they wanted y'all to watch. Sometimes they say stuff makes sense, and then the next time they'll say something that don't make sense. If you don't pay attention, then you'll be lost. But I ain't gonna call this YouTuber name. They were honest. They said we always at the they don't even realize who I am. They said we always at the party. But it's cool because they were being honest. It's a lot of YouTubers at that party, y'all, and got a channel. It's a lot of them, but let 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 them do their job. Let role model do their job. It's not our job to find out, you know. That one thing about me, like on this situation like that, it's like it's time we don't. I don't even trust role model because of what happened to Kenneka. Hey, Claudia, I didn't even see you. Why I'm why is I'm seeing y'all late? So I got y'all. I just my thing is my thing is now my thing is can I what I can say about y'all YouTube? Y'all did y'all job. Y'all did a good ass job. Excuse, I don't even cuss like that. Y'all did a damn good job on this case. Y'all did good. It was the good and the bad and the ugly. Y'all did y'all thing, man. You know what? Even though I didn't believe a lot of things that y'all said, y'all did this. Y'all guide people here, there, everywhere. Even if it didn't make sense. Y'all gave them a showdown. But the only thing that I didn't understand was y'all stop. Y'all stop. Y'all stop. When Miss Teresa won her lawsuit, y'all stop. And you know what I said? I had told my daughter, I said, but why they gave up? Why did they stop? Y'all didn't have to stop. Y'all could have did like I did. Figured it out your way. Figured out your way. And I like it that YouTubers are speaking on it because that's their opinion. That's their opinion. And if you take everybody's opinion and gather, I said, you know what? Back then, I said, why don't they take this person opinion, take something out of this person where it's a negative, take that negative and take that positive. Take that what you think negative, what they saying, take a what you think if they telling the truth or not. Take it, take keywords from every channel out there that you were interested in. Take a keyword and then put it all together, and you would have had a case. Now this right here, this supposed to have been a RICO case. But these people ain't nothing to play with. This hotel, I'm telling y'all right now, y'all got to be educated to know that. Y'all got to be educated to know that, hey, you ain't going to win with them. Don't you know how long that hotel been there? Don't you know how long they been going on? Why in the hell is y'all out there partying then? Y'all, who idea was to have a party out there? at that hotel and knowing that you're going to be intoxicated and smoking and having a good time, why are you taking yourself there? To make money? Why Rosemont? Why? That's what I, that's where I'm at. I hate that happened to that Miss Teresa daughter. That's her daughter. That's her baby. That's her daughter. That's her daughter. That's her baby. I ain't into what Miss Teresa did with her life, but I done did some stuff out there in the world. But I had business about myself. Or lady have to do what a woman has to do. That's her business. I ain't getting in nobody business. I ain't getting in nobody business. Everybody ain't married. Money, 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 baby. A woman got to do what a woman got to do. See, y'all missing out on something. Miss Teresa didn't tell y'all. The mother, let me say, the mother didn't tell y'all everything. See, she really ain't said nothing to get herself in trouble, y'all. Cause y'all already got the videos out there that she ran out there. Only thing she said was she ran out that door. Y'all already got that on video. That she ran out that door. And that that she's still not supposed to talk about the case. She's still not supposed to say what they didn't give her. I don't think she's supposed to say nothing. I still see I still see that she can get some more lawsuit from a lot of situations. I really do, y'all. I can see I can see what God, Miss Rick gonna be some more $1 million in. She got to get millions, y'all. The reason why I say she got to get millions because she using power attorneys. She using some of the highest price attorneys in her discussion, in her participation. She gonna have to spend millions. She's gonna have to spend millions. Nobody got no $1 million. She need her $1 million. She don't spend all that money on her daughter grave tombstone and help others and stuff. And, I ain't got to get it. I ain't in it to what she did with her money. I'm not gonna go there. I'm just saying she still could get some lot of money. I can still see uh I still see lawsuits. I really do. Cause that lady get Miss Teresa, they could be paying her for her mental health. This mental illness, y'all. Mental health. That's more money where they could take care of her for the rest of her life. Y'all didn't lose y'all daughter in the freezer. She lost her daughter in the freezer. Just imagine like you try to get your loved ones out your mind that you lost, but they still there. You can drink, you can smoke, you can not do nothing, you can be partying, you can not party, you can be happy around family members and stuff and around your friends and stuff. But then you still your loved ones still in your brain. Now you got a headache. Now your mind over matter. Out of control. The chemical in your body, the adrenaline and the nerves going this way and that way and this way. The blood is floating. The blood stopped. It crawled. The brain ain't functioning like it's supposed to function. Miss Teresa really can got another lawsuit. She got to get millions though, y'all, because the attorney that she gonna need have to get is millions. And you have to ask this question: why did they keep her belongings? Why did they keep Miss Teresa? That's her daughter. Why did y'all keep that woman belongings? Y'all supposed to do that. What they keeping it for? What is it on her? What is it about Kenneka belongings? Her what belongs to her? Why is that so important for Crown Plaza to keep her belongings? That's not their daughter. And I'm not even just speaking on the phone. I'm talking about all her stuff. They gave her something in a bag, in a plastic bag, but it wasn't her clothes. I ain't never seen nothing like this before in my life. Why is she in the kitchen? Y'all letting her see her daughter on that bed like that. Oh, I ain't never seen her. Y'all got that girl, that lady sitting up there looking at her daughter with a blanket like she in the hospital. Y'all let her see her daughter like that. That's so disrespectful, Rosemont. That's so disrespectful. What y'all did to her? She had to come see her daughter in the freezer area. Woo-wee. Ooh-wee. Think I'd be owning that security company. Ooh-wee. It's so much disrespect, you know. It's so much disrespect, you know, situation going on. And I just see a lot of disrespectful thing going on. A lot of people taking things out of content. Um, but everybody got their opinion. Everybody have their opinion. Everybody have their opinion. I never tell nobody that you're wrong. I just try to understand why they feel that way. You know, that's what I do. I try to understand why you feel that way. I never, I'll listen, but I'll be like, wonder why they feel that way. And hold on, let me see. I can't. It's a conversation now. Let me see. Hold on. I see. Hold on. I see something said a comment, but I can't find it. Hold on for a second. Can't pick it up. Hold on for a second. Hold on, babe. I'm trying to look at your comment, and I can't pick it up. PTSD. PTSD. What's PTSD? There you go. There go y'all. Oh, traumatized. Oh, here go y'all. I couldn't even see this at where. Why I couldn't see this? Okay, let me read y'all comment. Right, and show the world. Right, traumatized, PTSD. Oh, post traumatic stress. Okay, syndrome. Okay, okay, disorder. Okay, yeah. I did, man. I think, boy, that this would have really, woo, y'all. I don't know how it did happen to my child. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't. I don't. I don't know how I'll be. Miss Teresa doing good though. To be, oh Lord, she doing good. I don't know how I will be if something like that happened to my child. Y'all, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I probably lost my mind. Miss Teresa losing her mind. I be on lost my mind. Woo. And then guess what, y'all? We don't even know what been going on behind the scenes. We don't even know what's going on. We don't even know what was going on. The way she behind the scene, we don't live with her. We don't know what's going on. What's up, way too fast? Yeah, I tell you, yeah, it's so many cases. It's and y'all know who I wish we can find out what happened to Alexis. Where I hate to hear something happen to a female and we never find out about it. What? How can you disappear from this earth? What the world? Let's see. Okay, let me remember how I got to the comment section. Hold on. Yeah. Hold on for a minute. It's showing me a comment. Hold on. Let's see. But you cool, Claudia. You cool. Whew. Y'all ain't never seen nothing like this case right here. This case right here. Ooh, Lord, mercy. I don't know. I had never seen nothing like this. I never seen nothing like this. And you know what, y'all? And I always say the camera people. I always say where the camera people at? Where the camera people hiding at? Boy, that security company not even supposed. Miss Reese supposed to be owning that security company. She's supposed to be owning that. She's supposed to be owning that security company. That security company. That lady supposed to be a multi-millionaire. I tell you one thing, if it had been another nationality, they would have went for more than the 10 million. They would have went more. More, 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 more. Fight, 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 fight. On the thing those attorney wanted to do, they wanted to get their money. They wanted to just get their money and get, as long as I got my money, I'm good. I don't, let's see, can you get you this $1 million right here? And then you got to pay all them people out. You got to pay them other two attorneys out too. You got to pay a lot of stuff. And change right there and do what you have to do. These folks got off for it. I would have tried to sue the freezer company. They were like, "No, that lady right there. It wasn't me, matter of fact, of being greedy. It was the matter of fact that uh it was the matter of fact that I'm gonna get y'all for everything. I'm gonna get justice. I'm about to fight, and then I'm gonna sue you. See, I would have see this Pisces right here, this Pisces right here. When I bring that Aries with me, and that Aries that know how to add and subtract and divide and all that kind of stuff with me, it'd have been over. They were like, let her get that woman out of here. And you gonna open that door and let me out that door. You ain't gonna hold me in no room like you did, Miss Teresa. You gonna open that door for funny acting Grandma Lanita. You gonna open that door. You gonna open that door. Yeah, they threatened that lady. They better be glad that ain't my sister or my mama. My cousin. I'm a sweet lady, but I know how to be sweet and act a fool at the same time. Real respectfully. Took advantage of that lady, man. Ooh wee. God, Lee. Y'all, I'ma tell you. Ooh wee. Y'all gotta put yourself in that lady's shoe. It's some most stuff happen. And then Mr. Holmes, she need to be suing you too. She really being nice, y'all. She went Miss Teresa really being nice about this. It's a lot of folks can be in her lawsuit now. She can have a lawsuit right now. I don't care what y'all say. I don't care what people say about her. She can still have a lawsuit. Yes, sir. I can see some money coming in. But you got to pay these attorneys. See, I want to know who hooked her up with that attorney she got. I don't know who hooked her up with him. Yeah, they gonna get theirs. She gonna get them. Miss Teresa, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something. A person who looking outside the box, the person like me who looking outside of this situation right here, I can see a lot of stuff going can happen. Because to be honest with you, they don't mess with that lady, man. They don't mess with that lady, man. Man, that money right there. This is for real. This is for real. And the other nationality would have went out the way. Y'all wouldn't have had nothing to say. Y'all wouldn't have had nothing to say if it was another nationality was trying to do the same thing she was doing. Y'all won't have nothing to say. That's what I don't understand. I don't know why my people like that. Why we always bashing each other like that? What's the problem? What's the problem? Why y'all can't see between the lines? Y'all would have took y'all money, did what y'all want to do with y'all money. She did what she want to do with her money. I would have bought all my kids a house or pay their house out what they got and pay my house. I love my house. This house right here. I wouldn't have bought another side house. I would have paid my house out. That wouldn't allow have mercy, Jesus. I would have paid my son's house out, my daughter's house, but both my son, all my children's houses out. The one who didn't have one, I got one that don't have one. I would have bought her house. Then I wouldn't care where my money went to. Now you got to pay your own bills. But even if she buys what she want for her body and do what she want to do, she can do what she want to do with her money. I don't about to tell y'all what to do with y'all money. It ain't about this. That lady daughter died in the freezer at a hotel. My daughter died in a hotel. Lord, and listen, Jesus Christ. I don't know where my state of mind be in. Ooh, Lord. Mm. That's what's wrong with us now. We like to tell, yeah, can't tell people what they can and what they can't do with their money. Tell me what to do with my money. Why you all in my money? Why you worry about my money? Why you worry about my money? If I did want a BBL, even though I don't, I like my BBL. I got a natural BBL, but I was trying to get rid of it. So sorry for that. I'm like, dog, what? Mama, I never will forget when I first saw Kenneka and my daughter called me, Mama. They know how I am, y'all. They know how I am about stuff because I like police work. And they said, Mama, look at that girl walking down that in that hall like that. Then I said, let me see. I like, why she walking like that? Where her mama at? I don't know why the first thing I said where her mama was, y'all. Look, I got three girls. My three daughters are the oldest. And the first thing came to my mom said, well, mom at? 'Cause I didn't like what I saw. I said, somebody did something to that girl. That ain't no intoxication. Somebody did something to that girl. Look at that girl. I said, what wrong with that? When before I know her name was Kenneka. I'm like, what wrong with her? Why she walking like that? She ain't drunk. I like, oh my God, look at her. Man, and I stood with it. Y'all, I was at work doing like some of y'all content create, not content, some of y'all people, beautiful people going to work and then come, on this case. I was going to work and I was going to work thinking about this case. Okay. I was going to work thinking about this case. And then you know what, y'all, and a lot of things that ended about this case was they start blaming everybody. They were so confused. They were blaming everybody. They were blaming everybody from the game on up. They were blaming everyone. I can't understand that part. I'm like, why y'all blaming people? Y'all blaming people like that. People life were taken in this case. And then one day life was taken in this case because Mr. Reese, they life was taken in the case because of what y'all were putting out there. Y'all trying to find out where the lady stayed at. Man, please come over my house like that. Man, I'm crazy. I'm on my house. You don't go to nobody's house. You don't go to nobody's house. Cause they give them all the opportunity in the world to do what they gotta do to you. That's why I like my little space, y'all. Gotta watch the people who you around. I didn't care what kind of person Miss Teresa was. I didn't care what kind of house she ran. I didn't want to hear all that. I didn't want to know how that little girl got in that freezer like that. I said, I don't see her walk in the freezer. But your homeboy said he seen the video of her. He changed it. Yeah, I don't know. I ain't calling no name. He throw y'all off the whole case and came back in here and changed it. Changed everything around. All I got to say out of this, what happened, young people, stay focused. Don't get too comfortable because you with your buddies, especially with a buddy that drinks heavily. Be careful. You got to be careful out here. You got to be careful. Oh, thank you. Way too fast. I got to get these kids. I will watch it, catch up. Okay, we about to go anyway. If not, till then, y'all stay safe, stay prayed up, and keep vibes up. Okay, thank you, Claudia. We about to go anyway. We about to go anyway. Thank y'all. I appreciate it. Super chat. I appreciate everybody, y'all. I'm telling y'all, we about to start out with a new year, 2026. Trolls. We about to get rid of the trolls. We about to get rid. I'm about to pray for the troll. We about to get real subscribers. We want the real people in here. We ain't got time to be playing. Stop being a hater. Just have fun. Uh, we all gonna think alike. Be different. Y'all like, share, and subscribe. I'm out, y'all.